Hi Leo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Ascendant, and Leo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you might want to watch your cusp sign. Many people are finding their messages coming to them from there. So all that being said, Leo, now on to your April 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Leo, is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could even be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an earth sign, or if you're born on the Leo-Virgo cusp. You're toiling and troubling over things or facts or situations with this King of Pentacles, or you're the King of Pentacles and you're toiling and troubling over things in April. There's some eye on the prize that you have of some kind of success or something that you want to achieve or some goal that you have. And you kind of feel like some things have gotten lost in the shuffle. Now the shuffle that my guides are referring to could actually be the things that are troubling and going on in the world right now. That could be the shuffle that some things are getting lost in, but it could be other areas, other things. It's like you want to see the fruits of your labor come to fruition. So all your hard work and efforts, whether you're writing something, producing a show, producing videos, writing a story, composing music, working on a new business, whatever the thing is that you've been like toiling over, you are going to have an elevated sense of pride and accomplishment in your work right now. Even though that may sound like a weird message for what's been going on, that is what I hear. So in April or possibly May or June, because timing is different for all of you, you're going to have a real sense of pride in your accomplishments and your work and your efforts. Some of you have a earth sign person that is going through a lot of aggravations right now. They could even be going through some kind of disruption in their life at the moment. Some of you may know an earth sign person that has lost a lot of money in the stock market, or to do with business that was up and running, or maybe it was on shaky ground, or it was just like mediocre or humming along, and now they've had to file bankruptcy, that their business has closed. So keep in mind, these people cards mean different things. For some of you, this card really sounded like you, for some of you. But then when I tune in further, for those of you that this is someone else, that message applies about disruption in their life, possibly losing money in the stock market, or having some kind of bankruptcy or a business closing. There is going to, if it's you or somebody else, there is going to be a revelation and a rebuilding of what's going on. See, my phone just chimed there. I usually put it on silence, but I want to make sure I get any notification if there's anything I need to know. So I'm not silencing it right now. So interesting, it made that little chime when I said that. So I take that as a sign. I believe in symbols and signs, even if they come through electronics and phones and through nature, through birds and butterflies and dragonflies and all of that. So if there is somebody that goes through financial bankruptcy or disruption of their business or in their life in some way, there is going to be a rebuilding period, rebirth and rebuilding happening. The next card you have is the Justice card. This could be dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems, lawsuits, divorces, settlements of any kind. And so it could be a legal card for you. But for some of you, it's not a legal issue. And what it could be is something that was unfair and unjust is now becoming fair and just. Some of you are going to have a legal case that's going to drop right in your lap, and it could be maybe somebody's suing you, or maybe you're like, man, I have to file this legal case. It could be you doing it. It could be something coming at you. So for some of you, this is a legal thing. If you're a Leo that feels like your reputation has been smeared, or you've been slandered, or there's some damaging thing that's going on out in the world, you may file a lawsuit for slander, libel, if somebody's pilfering your intellectual property or work and putting it off like it's theirs. It could be copyright infringement. It could be a host of things. But I feel like if you feel in April that anything has gone against you, especially to be damaging about your reputation, I feel you're going to take legal action. Or if somebody you had a contract with or a business deal with has performed breach of contract, you will be upholding that contract. You will be seeking legal action. And I hear everybody can have their day in court, and I'm also hearing that even if, I feel you're going to see some, I don't know how to say this nicely, because the words my guides use doesn't sound really nice, and they're pretty blunt, and they tell me like it is. So I'm going to try to tone it down so people don't get wigged out about how I'm going to say this. Let's just say the worms and cockroaches will be revealed. They're going to come out in this situation. So you may think it's one person doing it. Sorry, I have allergies. You may think one person is doing this. But if it's not, there could be like a host of people, wormy, cockroachy people, that they're going to come crawling out of the cracks. People will be revealed. If you've had like trolls, if you're on YouTube and there's trolls, people saying negative stuff, or again, people trying to slander you, smear your reputation, besmirch your company or business or name, or pilfer your whatever, your intellectual property or your work, or take credit for things that you've done, you're going to see, like, I don't really feel like for many of you it was one person. I feel like there was a few in on it, part of it, maybe like a group even. If you do pursue any legal cases, there will be an upholding of the law, and I do feel you will win. I do feel it will go in your favor. The next card you have here is disappointing. I'm sorry, we have to see why it comes up here, Leo. You have 9 of Swords. This could be grieving the loss of a love relationship, of a breakup. It could also be not feeling well. It could be worried about somebody else not feeling well. This could also be if somebody in recent times, a pet, a loved one has passed away, you could be grieving their passing. It could be sleepless nights. It can be bad dreams. It could also be having headaches, like migraine headaches. This card can mean many different things. I feel like in April, and maybe it was happening in March and could be happening even forward in May, I feel like you're dealing with one problem after another, after another, after another. So it could be like maybe your car broke down. Maybe somebody in your family was ill. Doesn't have to mean the illness and things that are going on in the world. It could be something else. It could be like, an animal got sick and that you care about, or ran away, or somebody stole something from you, and then somebody else did something else, and then things broke down, your refrigerator stopped working, or like one thing after another. I feel like you hopefully it's already happened, because sometimes what I said a year ago is happening to you now, and what I'm saying now could happen a year from now, or in the months in between, because that's the nature of psychic predictions. The guides are not sitting up there like knowing exactly, like they don't see time the way we do. It's a good thing for people to research about how the constructs of time. I highly recommend Jane Roberts, the unconscious, She was like an unconscious channel. She channeled the messages of Seth. Seth Speaks would be an excellent book for people to read, or any works by Jane Roberts, especially in conjunction to time and psychic predictions. Very good things for you all to look up and understand about them. So hopefully this isn't all occurring for you in April. It could have been happening over months, like one thing happened in February, the next thing happened in March, then this happened in April, the next thing's happening in May, but it's like a series of one thing happening after another. That's causing you grief. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a good card. You're feeling upset or grief-stricken by these things. I do get this strong, strong urge of like, almost like desperation of wanting things to change. Maybe it's that you want your life to change. Maybe it's that you want what's going on out in the world to change. Maybe it's a combination of things, but I do get this like frustration, this anguish, and of wanting change, wanting things to change. Some of you may be put on some kind of suspension. If you're in school, maybe you did something and you're going to be on some kind of suspension. If you have a YouTube channel, you could be Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This could be happening too. Maybe you said something and your channel is being suspended. It could be work suspension, maybe because of, again, things that are going on out in the world. Your work has been suspended. For now, it doesn't mean it's not going to come back. But I do get the word suspension connected to do with, and you want to see things change. So you got to put these words together. You want to see change either in your life or out in the world. The word suspension comes up. So it's going to be different for all of you what that word suspension means and how you want or where you want to see things change and how one thing after another has occurred for you. Could be breakdowns. So, we recently had Mercury in retrograde. Maybe you had your computer break, your car break down, your refrigerator went on the blink, now your roof's leaking. It could be that kind of things happening in your life. The next card you have is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. It could also be the karmic wheel, karma is the ups and downs of karma. Could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. There are things changing. Oh, hear that crow calling right when I said that? There are things changing. And I hear the words logistics of things. So you may start working from a different place. Maybe you're working at home, or maybe your company is moving to a different location, or if you have a business, maybe you were doing it here and now you're going to switch and you're going to do it over there. I don't know, but I hear things are changing in logistics of things for you. Some of you are going to receive some kind of documentation of proof of ownership of something. Maybe you've been wrangling with somebody over a property line or a house or an object or your personal intellectual property or copyrights. But like, I get receiving something that feels like a document that's showing you have ownership of something. Maybe you're receiving something in an inheritance and you're getting this, you're getting the deed to a house or the title to a car. But something's coming to you in the mail that shows you having ownership of something. Some of you are going to have had a psychic that has predicted things start to happen. It could be me. You listened to me a year ago or a couple months ago, and it could be my predictions. It could be psychics you had personal readings with, and their predictions are coming true. It could be other people you watch on YouTube that are psychics that are predicting things, or channels. But somehow you've got like psychic predictions happening and coming true. You're going to start seeing that in April. And these could even be from years ago. You could have had a psychic reading from somebody 3 to 5 years ago, and their predictions are starting to happen for you now. Some of you are going to be learning a new skill in April, or you're going to be fine-tuning something you already know how to do and upgrading the skill. fine-tuning something. So learning a new skill or fine-tuning a skill comes up here. There is things you have to read over carefully. Read over any documents, legal documents, papers, the fine print, any contracts or anything like instructions, manuals, anything. Read it over carefully in April. You know, anything that's been holding you back, the floodgates are going to be opening soon. So if you've been, could be about what's going on in the world, could be other things. Maybe you were held back. Maybe you wanted to pursue a relationship, but you weren't divorced yet. So you couldn't really fully pursue it till you got divorced. Or maybe you wanted to get a divorce or buy a new house or get something and you were held back because of some events that shut things down going on in the world. And now then the floodgates are going to open and now you can proceed forward and do what you want to do. Or you wanted to start a business or you wanted to go to school. And these things will change, but they may not change in April. This could happen really anytime for you. I pick up between April and the end of more like July for you Leos. So Leo, your last card here is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords could be a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. It could also be prayer. This is a time where you're really going within, Leo, and you're doing a lot of analyzing, And you're coming to a lot of conclusions about what needs to change. And for some of you, it's things about you. You could be like, I need to change my outlook. I need to change my perspective. I need to change my attitude. I need to change my diet. I need to change my habits. I need to change my location. But whatever it is, your theme, you've got like a theme going here, and it's about change. So this is like you going within and analyzing things that you want to see change. And it comes up more like things that you can control of the change. Changes you can control. Some of you, I know it's going to sound like a wacky prediction, but I do get some of you are going to go away and be traveling. But I don't necessarily feel you're doing it in April. You could, I guess, to a degree, but it's coming. In the coming days or months, weeks or months, there's some kind of travel that you're going to be doing, which is weird. This is not a travel card, but as I always say, I go by what my spirit guides tell me for you when I'm looking at the card. And for some of you, you're traveling because there's going to be a substantial increase in your funds. Either you get more money, so it's going to enable you to travel, or you making this travel will then therefore result in an increase in funds because of why you're traveling. Maybe you're traveling for a business connection, and you're going to start some kind of connection or business overseas or in another area. It could be local travel. Some of you, it's long distance travel. Some of you, I do feel you're going to be traveling over water to another continent. But not all of you. But some of you will be traveling or getting ready to travel. And this travel is got some connection with money. You've either gotten money recently that's enabling you to do it, or the travel will result in you gaining money. So it could be for work or business. Some of you may even start creating a whole new sanctuary of peace in your home. You could have a meditation room or a meditation area. You could be creating an altar where you have, crystals and candles and maybe pictures of different deities that you like or believe in or whatever. But I get like making a sanctuary of peace comes up for some of you. And it could even be like in your garden outside. Maybe you're creating an area that's just like a little sanctuary area. So that's an interesting card. You had some interesting messages here in the month of April, Leo. So now the crystal I'm not pulling it out of the bag on the camera anymore. These videos are long enough. We're going to get this rolling. I already pulled it for you before I started the reading. So you got lapis as the best gemstone crystal for you to work with, wear, meditate with, sleep with under your pillow, carry in your bra, put it in your pocket, put it on your chakras when you meditate for April. This is going to like regenerate your soul. It's like a regeneration stone for you in April. It's also going to give you more balance, especially when you're communicating and speaking with other people, or if you have to do public speaking on a YouTube channel, or any classes or lectures or training you do. It's going to help you communicate effectively. That's a very interesting message. I heard this is going to shield you and give you a shield of protection if other people are spying on you. And you may be like, what? But you know, if you have competition or some nemesis out there, or people that have like an axe to grind with you or whatever, and they're kind of like checking out on what you're doing, you get like it kind of gives you like a veil of secrecy or protection where those people that are negative aren't going to see what you're up to that clearly. It's going to broaden your mind, especially if you're into meditation or especially astral travel. If you do astral projection, if you know how to do that, or you take any hypnosis or any classes and they take you through, you do like astral projection and astral travel, or you do it on your own, this stone is going to help you do this. This is also going to help you communicate with people out, let me put it this way, spiritual beings and entities out in the cosmos. Here's the woo-woo part coming from me. If you believe in extraterrestrials and you feel you get messages from extraterrestrials, it's going to help you connect with them. If you believe in spirit guides, angels, or your deceased relatives, or beings of higher light like white light, teachers of the white light, you will be receiving good communication and messages with them if you use this stone in the month of April, and maybe beyond, but this is the stone you got for April. Very interesting reading. I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe if you would like. And if you do subscribe and you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. Now, as I say every month, if you want what I have recently recorded for my Vimeo on-demand pages, those links are always below the video in the Show More section in the description box. And I usually post like 3 or 4 links. And the most recent video I recorded was What's Lucky and New for You, Psychic Tarot Readings in 2020, plus an Oracle card. So you got, you have tarot cards, it's 6 cards. 3 cards to tell you what's coming up. That's lucky. 3 cards to expand what those 3 cards are and what's lucky, and an additional Oracle card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Very, very interesting readings. I highly recommend them. That link is below this video. If you have not seen what's coming up for you in love for the year of 2020, every mid-February I do a big love reading. So if you want to get your big love reading for each sign of the zodiac for 2020, which is a tarot, oracle card, crystal, and a gemstone, like one of the gemstones from the bag, the crystal I use to get messages from my guides, and tarot, those readings are below this video. That link is below this video. And as I say, all my videos are always, those links are always available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. You go to the videos tab on my menu, and there all my video series are listed, descriptions, how long they go for, the price. You click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. And of course, my psychic crystal readings for the month of April 2020. Every month at the beginning of the month, I stop my recording. I look into my crystal. I give you additional messages and predictions to expand on what I got here for your April reading. If you want to hear what my spirit guides had to say in addition to this reading for April 2020, that link is also below this video. If you would like to donate to my channel and help support this channel, there is a donation link below that is connected to PayPal, and I'm very thankful and appreciative to all the kind people that have donated to my channel. I do greatly appreciate it. It does not go unnoticed or unappreciated. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. If you would like to get additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube. You can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, sacred geometry cards, keepers of the light oracle cards, angels, gods, and goddesses cards, animal totem messages from your animal spirit guides cards, many, many things. I look into my crystal. You never know what's going to go on over there. And those predictions are not just for the day I post the prediction. Sometimes they go out for a couple of months, a couple of weeks. So it might be interesting for you to see what's going on over there. Many people find those messages resonate with them. I want you all to know that I am saying prayers for your optimum health, wellness, healing, and protection. I wish you an absolutely fabulous month of April, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.